You've probably heard of quiet luxury, but have you heard of its cooler, more honest sibling, loud budgeting? It's the trend that lets you confidently say, "Sorry, can't afford it," and somehow makes you the most respected person in the friend group for doing it. If you've ever felt that social pressure to overspend, or stared at a menu and felt your stomach drop, not from hunger, but from the prices, then this is for you. We're gonna break down the viral money trend that's flipping the script on financial shame. We'll get into where it came from, how you can use it to transform your own finances, and why being vocal about your budget might just be the most powerful move you make all year. This isn't about deprivation, it's about declaration. Let's be real, we've all been there. Your phone buzzes, it's the group chat. Someone suggests a trendy new restaurant for Friday, someone else wants to book a spontaneous weekend trip, another friend is planning a birthday that involves front row seats to a major concert. And in that moment you feel that familiar tug of war, the excitement of being included, and the cold dread of what it's all going to cost. For so long, the unspoken rule has been to just smile and go along with it. Saying "I can't afford that" has felt like admitting you've failed. It's been treated like a shameful secret. So, we get creative with our excuses. "Oh, I'm busy that night. I think I have a family thing." We invent a sudden illness or a prior commitment, all to avoid saying four simple, honest words: "That's not in my budget." This social pressure to spend is relentless. It's fueled by perfectly curated social media feeds showing lifestyles that seem just out of reach, and a culture that often confuses spending money with having fun. It pushes people into debt, creates incredible stress, and makes you feel like you're the only one who can't seem to keep up. But what if there was a way to break that cycle? What if saying no wasn't a sign of weakness, but a total power move? That's exactly where loud budgeting comes in. So, what exactly is loud budgeting? At its heart, it's the simple act of being open about your financial goals and limits. Instead of hiding your budget, you're vocal about it. But it's more than just saying you can't afford something. It represents a major shift in mindset. The trend brilliantly reframes the entire conversation. It's not about saying, "I'm broke," which can feel passive and a little shameful. It's about proudly stating, "I'm choosing not to spend my money on that right now," which feels active, empowering, and intentional. As the creator who coined the term put it, it's not "I don't have enough," it's "I don't want to spend." This simple twist turns budgeting from a private, boring chore into a public declaration of your priorities. Instead of feeling shame, loud budgeting encourages you to feel pride in your financial decisions. You're not deprived, you're disciplined. You're not missing out, you're strategically putting your money toward things that actually matter more to you, like paying off student loans, saving for a down payment, or finally building that emergency fund. It's about separating your self-worth from your spending habits and taking back your financial power. As one financial planner explained, it's about publicly honoring your needs and your goals and claiming power over your finances. It all started, as so many things do these days, on TikTok. In late 2023, comedian and creator Lucas Battle posted a video introducing loud budgeting as the next big thing for 2024. He cheekily presented it as the polar opposite of quiet luxury, where wealth is shown through subtle expensive things. Battle joked that being frugal is actually way more stylish, saying, "If you know any rich people, you know that they hate spending money, so it's almost more chic, more stylish, more of a flex." What began as a joke immediately struck a nerve. The video exploded, racking up millions of views because it perfectly captured the financial anxiety of a generation. Gen Z and millennials, who are often dealing with student debt, high inflation, and an impossible housing market, felt completely seen. The timing couldn't have been better. People were tired of the pressure to spend and the silent shame that came with their financial reality. In an interview, Battle mentioned that the trend gave people a sense of relief. It provided a script and, more importantly, permission to just be honest. It tapped into a growing desire for authenticity, especially among younger people who are already more open to talking about things like salaries and debt. Within weeks, what was a viral TikTok sound became a mainstream financial movement, covered by major news outlets and praised by financial experts who saw its power to genuinely help people. This sounds great, but how do you actually do it without making things super awkward with your friends? Here's a simple step-by-step guide. First things first, you gotta know your why. Loud budgeting works best when it's connected to a specific goal. So, get clear on what you're saving for. Is it a down payment, a dream vacation, getting rid of that nagging credit card debt? Before you can be loud about your budget, you need to actually have a budget. A popular method is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt. Having a clear plan turns saying no from an act of sacrifice into a step toward your future. Second, prepare a few go-to phrases. The key is to be positive and direct, not apologetic. Instead of a vague excuse, try a transparent, goal-oriented response. For example, if you're invited to an expensive dinner, you could say, "Thanks so much for the invite. That's a little out of my budget right now since I'm saving hard for a house, but I'd love to catch up over coffee next week." It's honest, it honors your goal, and it offers an alternative. Here are a few more you can adapt. For a destination wedding. I'm so thrilled for you both. I won't be able to make the trip since I'm focused on tackling my student loans this year, but I can't wait to celebrate with you as soon as you're back. For a group hangout with fuzzy costs, be proactive. Say something like, "I'd love to join, but I'm trying to stick to a $30 budget for the night. Would a potluck or a more casual spot work?" This sets expectations right away. For a shopping trip, "I'm on a no-spend challenge for clothes this month to build up my emergency fund, but I'd be happy to come along and be your personal hype person." Third, suggest cheaper or free alternatives. Loud budgeting doesn't mean you have to become a hermit. It's about shifting social activities toward things that don't drain your wallet. Instead of pricey brunches, suggest a picnic. Instead of a fancy bar, host a game night. You'll probably be surprised by how many of your friends are secretly relieved. Speaking of friends, what are some of your favorite budget-friendly things to do? Share your best ideas in the comments below. You might just help someone else plan their next get-together. So, what's the real payoff here? It's much bigger than just your bank account. This is about fundamentally changing your relationship with money for the better. The most immediate benefit is accountability. When you tell people your financial goals, you build a support system. You're way more likely to stick to your plan when your friends and family know what you're working toward. This public commitment is incredibly motivating and can lead to serious savings. This, in turn, leads to a massive reduction in financial stress. The shame and guilt that come with money struggles are a heavy burden. By bringing these talks out into the open, loud budgeting kills the stigma and normalizes living within your means. It can drastically improve your mental health by making you feel more in control and less alone. It also helps you build stronger, more authentic friendships. Honest conversations about money might feel a bit weird at first, but they can deepen your connections. You're no longer pretending. It fosters a community where friends actually support each other's goals instead of accidentally pressuring each other to spend. It's a flex of financial discipline, proving your long-term goals are more important than short-term validation. Of course, no trend is a perfect fix, and loud budgeting has its own challenges. It's smart to know what they are so you can handle them. The most obvious one is social friction. Your newfound honesty might make some people uncomfortable. They could take your "I'm on a budget" as a judgment of their own spending, which can lead to awkwardness. There's also the risk of oversharing. While transparency is the goal, you don't need to post your bank statements online. The idea is to share your goals and boundaries, not every single detail of your finances. It's also not a one-size-fits-all strategy for your entire financial life. It's amazing for managing social spending, but it's less helpful for things like recurring bills or groceries. And, while it's empowering, constantly saying no can start to feel isolating if you don't build in some flexibility. The solution to all of this really comes down to your delivery. Communicate with kindness. Frame your choices around your goals, not as a criticism of others. And remember to allow for some wiggle room in your budget. It's okay to splurge occasionally on something that's genuinely important to you. The goal is intentional spending, not perfect deprivation. Loud budgeting is more than just a TikTok trend. It's a cultural shift. It's a rebellion against performative spending and a movement toward financial authenticity. It turns budgeting from a quiet, restrictive chore into a proud declaration of your priorities. It gives us the words to say, "My financial future is more important than this one expensive dinner." It empowers us to decline invitations without the guilt and to suggest alternatives that build connection without building debt. It's about understanding that your self-worth isn't tied to your spending. The real flex isn't the designer bag, it's the healthy emergency fund, the paid-off debt, and the financial freedom you are building for yourself. one intentional choice at a time. So the next time you feel that pressure to spend, don't back down. Take a deep breath and get loud about your budget. You're not just saving money, you're taking control. If this resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on building a financial life you actually love. And don't forget to share it with a friend who might need to hear this. Thanks for watching.